Lucifer, hear my... Oh, wait. Dear Lucifer, Heavenly Father above, please hear my call and let Season 6 be an amazing season for everybody and let it end on such a badass note. In your name I pray. Rock on. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. I'm Dusty Mac, and thanks for joining me on this very special TV reaction series. Today, we are starting the last season of Lucifer. This is Season 6, Episode 1, Nothing Ever Changes Around Here, Episode 1. Last time, we had some misfirings in God's brain. It turned out to be Michael just kind of planting that seed of doubt into God's head. And it turns out that God is basically just like an angel. They self-actualize the flaws they see within themselves. And if God thinks that he's not all-powerful, then he starts to just fall apart, apparently. Then he ended up going to his wife's dimension, which was really cool. It's a really touching episode. And then we had the split between the angels. It was most of the angels with Michael, and it was just a ragtag group of angels and humans with Lucifer. Michael ends up killing Chloe, which sends Lucifer into a fury. He flies to heaven without any regard for his own safety because, as we've known, as soon as he touches heaven, he's going to burn up. Luckily, he was wearing that ring from Maze's mom. I can't remember her name. But he had that ring of immortality, which protected him just long enough to get Chloe and get out of there. Well, get Chloe out of there because she came back alone. Right at the very end, before Michael was about to kill Chloe again, Lucifer descended on everybody as God of this universe. So I'm very happy to have a good God for once, and I'm sure the job's not going to be as easy as Lucifer thinks it's going to be, but I guess we're going to see right now. And as you can tell, we had a little bit of an upgrade with the camera. I got a brand new HD 1080p camera. I just want to give a big shout out to Niels over on my Patreon. He actually helped me get this camera, so I appreciate it, Niels. Thank you very much. Drive safe. I know you have a long drive ahead of you every day. But yeah, I hope everything's looking and sounding all right. I know it's a big jump in quality, so hopefully I'm not going to run into any issues editing because my computer is not even that good and it could barely handle the last videos that I was trying to edit. So this is going to be an interesting little experiment. So anyway, guys, if you like this reaction, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe and hit that little bell in the corner because it'll tell you when my next video comes out, usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But for the next few weeks, I got 5 reactions coming out a week. That's Monday through Friday with Cobra Kai, Lucifer, Fleabag, Marvel's What If, and Orphan Black. So there's definitely something on my channel for you to enjoy, and I got a lot of stuff in the back catalog for you to check out as well. And also, if you want to support the channel, links down below. So I guess without any further ado, let's just jump right into the final season of Lucifer. This one is Lucifer Season 6, Episode 1, Nothing Ever Changes Around Here, Episode 1. Let's do it. Back on Earth, huh? I gotta say that I'm so happy that Season 6 came out so quickly behind Season 5. You're gonna pull over your God and Savior, dude? Come on.
Wait, I know you.
I used to work for the LAPD. Crime-solving devil. It was great fun. That's over now. Since the war.
Oh, you were in the sandbox.
More of a football stadium. A month ago. Fought against my brother.
Did you win?
Well, I won. To save my girlfriend, burn up, prove to myself I was worthy, stop burning, and...
Are you on drugs, sir?
I just pulled over God?
I still have to ascend to the Silver City and sit on the throne. I do know you. You're the officer who likes to drive fast with his siren on.
Yeah.
I hope you bought yourself something pretty with that money I gave you.
Oh, sure did. Like a ton of cocaine. Yeah. Oh, man. Changed my life. I got into trouble at work a lot, and my wife left me. She took the house. Oh, my new house, a boat. Man, did they like to drink.
Did they?
Anyways, I am so glad that I got to thank you.
Well, you
You got any more of that money like last time?
You gonna bribe God, dude?
Hello, Chloe.
Still not used to you
I
calling
was just gonna say that.
No.
This is the world's only private club for magicians.
Oh, it's that one place, the castle, is that what it's called?
Challenged a young David Copperfield to a drinking contest at that bar. I refereed.
Who won?
Well, me, of course. Be on the lookout for secret passages. Shh.
Lucifer's all giddy.
Look, isn't magic just a little goofy?
It's skill, cunning, and deception without actually telling a lie. What's not to love? We're not going to solve anything when you know how the tricks work. It ruins everything. Thank you, Bones. You lost weight. You are a truth seeker. That's what made you a great detective. But I'm a wonder seeker.
You seek wonder?
Also, drugs, debauchery, and now certain extinct whiskies. But yes, that's right. You are just going to have to...
Tomorrow, you'll become God, and then you'll know how everything works, right?
Do we really need to start tomorrow? Why don't we just extend our vacation a little longer?
You've already pushed the coronation once.
It's not like the sky's going to fall down on itself or anything.
Won't it, without a God on the throne? Like, seems like a pretty big thing to have, like a linchpin to the universe existing.
Final show of Magna the Magnificent. The first Magna created one of the most flawless acts in all of magic. Handed the mantle down to his protege, and it's been handed down ever since.
It's being handed down again.
You just can't help yourself, can you?
I have a feeling this entire season's gonna be like just him trying to get to the throne because something's gonna happen to get in his way. I know it.
She's locked it.
Oh, this is gonna be terrible.
Resurrection!
Oh.
He's good, isn't he?
Hey, just once, just add that last little flourish, please. I know they're not gonna do it.
At least he died knowing his illusion was never revealed.
Did that say Kevin Alejandro? That was Dan, right?
What the hell is going on? Magna! He's done it again.
If he's alive there, who's that?
Is that his twin brother? Is this Orphan Black on Lucifer?
You stay hidden in the box, and then he emerges here dressed as you and then takes your bow?
He's hidden in...
Lucifer doesn't want to know.
the interior is actually painted to give a false sense of...
He just does not like to hear how the tricks are performed.
No, I'm sure that there's more that I remain blissfully unaware of.
No, that's pretty much it.
Don't say anything else, Dad. I'm a lawyer. My father doesn't have to answer any of these questions.
You're an entertainment lawyer?
Not now, Dad.
But not actually the police, right, Chloe?
It's so weird. Just call her detective, please. That's like them changing Sky's name to, what was it, Daisy in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
6 weeks. Now, boom! You guys are witnesses. So amazing. Horrible for the dead guy, but not horrible for me. Does that sound horrible?
See you too, Miss
A little bit.
Funny to see you here.
I'm glad you could transfer in.
I have big shoes to fill, Dan's and yours. Not sure I even have to work this case between you and Ella.
I don't have to have magic ruined for the rest of my life, so if you don't mind.
Your witnesses.
Gonna have to get your statement before you can be released.
Fantastic news.
Fantastic.
Who wants to be tickled by Satan's whiskers?
I've been tickled by those whiskers before.
Me too.
It's not every day that my best friend and her girlfriend rule hell.
It's a weird thing to say, but it's all
Actually been
true.
there.
I have not, but from heaven to hell and everywhere in between.
Would hell just be like whatever you want it because you can be in those rooms that create reality? I don't know.
I'm gonna make you proud. Subjugating scum, grinding my siblings under my boot.
Favorite season so far.
What you'll be doing while Maze is ruling?
I'm gonna support my girl.
That's great, but what will that actually look like for you?
I don't know. Figure it out when we get there.
Yeah, well, like, what is there to do in hell besides like walk those corridors?
Nice.
For this particular illusion, only one of the dueling sabers is actually sharp. The one they used to cut the apple with. This one was also sharp.
Everybody's ruining magic for him.
I really do miss you.
Family business. I get it.
You're in my prayers for what that's worth.
What do you mean for what that's worth?
I don't know if you guys are hearing it, but there seems to be some kind of like static underneath what these guys are saying. I did add some compression filters to my OBS. I'm sorry if that makes this audio a little awkward, so I will see how this works in Vegas, and then if it's noticeable enough where I'm annoyed by it, and obviously that means you guys will be annoyed by it, I'll take all those compression things off of OBS. But I was messing with some things, and I'm hearing it. I don't know if you guys are hearing it or if it's just how this season is shot, but I don't know. I'm just hearing like a little bit of static underneath like how they talk. I don't even know if like you can hear it underneath my voice, so maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just hearing it. So sorry if you can hear the static. I will work on it for next time. Let's continue the video.
I've been praying a lot. It feels like nobody's listening. The big guy's just not there.
He's not.
As if that could really happen, right? No way.
Maybe that's going to tell Lucifer how important it is to have somebody on the throne. I know that dude in the red shirt. He's on TikTok, and he's been on a bunch of stuff.
You probably know me from my Instagram account, BroMagic69.
I don't.
Oh, God.
Want to see the future of magic? Check out my profile. If Magnar had, maybe his apprentice would still be alive.
So you know Magnar?
I was his apprentice before Jared. Damn, Jared. That could have been me. All these other old fogies, they're stuck in the past. My phone is blowing up. Magnar's climbing in the coffins. I'm on a rocket. Me and him are still tight. I really dig how into talking to me you are. Feels like we're already dating. I mean, we're already accessorizing alike.
I
I think I have an alibi for Magnar. Did you already talk to him? I'm so sorry.
I appreciate the help. You don't have to stay.
Jared was killed sometime in the last 2 hours.
And no one's left since then. You should keep holding everybody.
That door's the only way out.
Except for the secret passages.
It's a myth. We talk to everyone.
Which means the killer is still in the building.
Stop ruining that place for Lucifer.
Who's up for an all-nighter?
Back with the police shit. That's fine. That's what the show is. I understand. I'm okay with it. I was hoping we are going to go a little bit more away from there, but I guess maybe this could be like the one last hurrah.
Did that create any jealousy?
That couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Jared was a great collaborator.
He was respected.
Even I can't deny the guy had chops.
I've heard he was set to cash in on some big Netflix series.
Shameless plug by Netflix.
What you were doing before the event this evening?
I was bribing a motorcycle cop.
You were bribing a police officer.
Not for the first time.
Up until recently, you consulted for the LAPD. And you also claim that you're the devil.
Was the devil. God now.
How did you get an invite?
I've been a member here since it first opened.
In 1963.
Sounds about right.
How old would you say you are again?
Time works very differently in hell. Probably have to go with ageless.
Just sensitive about his age. I mean, even I don't know the real number.
How are you with swords?
I did recently defeat a Yakuza boss in a duel. And did stab a man through the heart once. Though I used a demon blade, this was a sword, so not really relevant. Best not to dwell.
Oh god, Lucifer's like a prime suspect.
You're his #1 suspect now. Only one thing we can do.
Go home, have sex, and never think about him again?
Solve this case on our own.
Motorcycle cop called and confirmed your story. You're no longer a suspect.
Isn't bribing a cop like also against the law? Like wouldn't he be arrested for doing it?
Just give us one second.
It's a very
please.
competitive. Assistant Erica didn't get booked in her own room. When victim Jared ordered room service, it was charged on Erica's
credit card.
Like he had to peel her away from Lucifer and Chloe.
This is what I'm going to do. Parties of all kinds. You could rule hell, and I could run the social calendar. Bring in all the happiness, you know.
Hell could definitely use some of that.
Who are you going to bring fun to? The tortured, damned souls.
It's your siblings, too.
There are parties that happen in hell. I mean, she could run those while people are getting tortured in them.
Keeping you far away from them.
What is it that you picture me doing? Cleaning and cooking for just you? That sounds incredibly lonely.
I'm not enough for you?
Don't twist my words.
I'm joining the police force.
What?
Dan's parting gift. He put the application in for me.
Why the hell didn't you tell me?
I thought that you would do nothing but make fun of me.
Oh, I will. This is the greatest gift you have ever given me.
You're welcome.
Didn't look like Linda liked that.
Erica.
That was hard to say, and I pulled it off first time.
That you were in a relationship with.
Didn't look like Linda liked that. Didn't look like Linda liked that.
Magic is a huge boys' club. I thought he saw my talent. Told me that he would produce my solo act. Once Magnar made the decision to retire, Jared wasn't talking about my career anymore. You're gonna tell me that doesn't look bad? What are you doing?
He thinks it's her.
No, it's definitely the Instagram dude, I think.
This is Carl's job now.
Carol.
What?
Carol.
Really?
Did we get any physical evidence off the body?
Can't really get into that right now. You're not in the team anymore. Did you check the victim's clothing? Not just about checking for normal dead guy stuff. It's about checking for magician dead guy stuff.
I know you miss being a detective, but we're at a different stage of our lives now.
Are we? Just told me that you've delayed the next stage again. I'm starting a new day job in heaven and the commute daily.
I wonder how long it takes to get from Earth to heaven.
I found a bead up in his sleeve. Just part of a trick.
It's not magic. It's good police work.
Care to clue in the actual police person on what that means? Cool.
Miss Lopez, a question?
I don't think he's cute.
That wasn't the question. You said you didn't feel God's presence anymore. That's such a bad thing?
Yeah, dude. Being ever present is God's whole thing. He's always there.
He can't be always there. Doesn't God have personal matters to attend to? Spending time with loved ones?
He's not like you and me.
What if God was one of us?
What he's doing, the only thing that God cares about is caring about us.
Not the only thing. He did quite like NCIS.
Mr. Rogers or some sleazeball internet troll. He is there for everyone. Or at least he's supposed to be.
What's that on your wrist?
Yeah, what is that on her wrist? We found a bead from one of your bracelets on Jared's body. Maybe you lost it in the struggle.
Why would I want to hurt Jared?
Can you please?
Tell me, Duran. What is it you truly desire?
I want to be Magnar. The truth is, I'm not cut out for the stage. How many viewing angles you have to cover? Instagram, man, it's way easier. You set up the camera in the perfect angle.
You weren't a good enough magician to be like Magnar.
I'm a great magician.
On Instagram.
On Instagram.
Turn around, you're under arrest.
Miss Decker, can I talk to you for a second?
It really bothers me that you don't want me spending time with your family.
I don't want to talk about Hell.
It's red velvet. Maybe she doesn't want Eve to end up like her brothers and sisters.
I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to go.
No, that wasn't it.
Don't want to go to hell? I know how excited you are for me to be queen, but I like it here.
Michael.
Michael! I don't want to go to hell either. Thought going home would make you happy.
Michael, send Michael to hell. He's the king of hell. He's the new devil.
I love bounty hunting here. It's so much better when they're still alive. You can really feel the fear.
Fear, I know. I love what we do after even more.
I could do this forever.
Forever?
Yeah, I could marry you tomorrow.
Okay. I mean,
did we just get engaged?
Yup!
That's like the most Eve and May's way to get engaged. That's exactly how they would do it.
I think I just found your killer for you. He had motive.
And an
opportunity.
alibi. Performing magic for several women. All have the bracelets to prove it. While I do not appreciate you running a parallel investigation the entire evening, I would appreciate your thoughts now.
The killer had to know to get the right kind of bead, not one of the cheap plastic handouts.
It's a frame job. Magnar name. It's worth a lot of money.
If Magnar won't sell, who benefits? What kind of law did you say the son practices?
He was definitely listening in.
Magic's not cool, it's art, right, Dad? Is that what this is about? You cut me out.
All Jared had to do was sign and cash checks. This is all your fault. He didn't care about the consequences, and look at what you've done. You are not worthy of your father's legacy.
Think about it, Alan.
Oh, there's the parallel.
I might not be a magician, but I grew up here.
Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel! Chloe?
At least that's true. They gave Lucifer something.
One hair on her head.
Was that? Hell yeah!
The Manatile's necklace. You kept it.
Thought it might come in handy again.
Hell yeah!
You were never actually in any danger, and you could have gotten away at any moment.
I needed a confession.
Once the detective, always the detective. To being right.
Because I solved the case?
No, because I was right about the secret passageways.
Right?
I put that in my safe.
I shouldn't have taken it. After so many years of being a cop and walking around armed, I just felt naked. You can have it back.
You should keep it.
She should. Yeah, she really should.
I heard what you said to Magnar's son. You are worthy of your father's legacy.
God needs to be selfless. He needs to care about all of humanity.
You died for me.
That's just it. I'd do anything for you, except give you up, give us up. Much as I claim to know what will happen to me when I become God, I don't. I'm scared.
Well, I'm not scared. I love you too, Lucifer Morningstar. We'll figure this out.
Prodding at May's and Eve's relationship issues. Earthly things can feel small. I was a warrior angel. Now I'm in training to be a beat cop. No problem is too small. Helping someone on your block, throwing some elaborate dinner party for your friends. You are just as much of a hero as you are fighting a war for the throne of heaven. Every act matters.
Is Amenadiel going to end up on the throne at the end of this season? Amenadiel in heaven and Michael in hell? That's kind of what I'm thinking. I wonder if he's just going to ascend by himself. Well, that's hell.
What's the score?
There you are, buddy. What's up? What's the plan this time?
I've just come to check in.
On what? Nothing's changed. I'm still in hell. It still sucks. Belios still sucks.
I'm getting better.
Bro, it's been almost 1,000 years down here. Still can't keep Folly going, so.
Daniel, I have commanded the demons to not torture you. I've invented an entirely new afterlife for you.
I've tried every door. I know that we're all tortured by our own guilt down here. I've dealt with all my guilt. So why am I still here?
I don't know.
Stop screwing around and go be God. Then you can just beam me up.
If I act against your wishes, then that is the end of free will, which I cannot do.
Every time you come down here, you give me hope. And every time you disappoint me. You know what that is? That's torture.
Lucifer is his torturer. Oh my
Don't come
God.
back here unless you actually have the answer.
As you wish.
That's never happened before. You think it means something?
Nothing ever changes around here.
I don't think that's Lucifer. Oh, of course, that's where they're gonna end it. All right, everybody, that was Lucifer, Season 6, Episode 1. Nothing ever changes around here. I don't know if Episode 1 is attached to this title, or maybe this is just like a mess up. Because it's not here, it's only when it shows up there. But yeah, this was a kind of a fun reintroduction to the series. Personally, I wasn't a big fan of it, just because I was ready to see Lucifer on the throne. He had claimed victory over his brother and over, all the rest of the angels. And it starts up with just him on Earth not wanting to go to heaven. I get it. it's a big job, and I wouldn't want to do it myself. But he fought to get that position to be the next god, and he just doesn't want to do it. And then Maze, on the other hand, like, I felt like that was kind of a weird 180 on like her mentality, because she's been wanting to go to hell for years, you know, for seasons. But then again, she's never actually been in love before. And as we saw in this episode, her and Eve got engaged, which was really cool and surprising to Amenadiel. But that was a really good moment. So yeah, I guess like once you find happiness, you don't want to go to the hell that you're familiar with. I guess that's kind of like a really good take on mental health, too. I don't know if that's what they're trying to do, but that's what I got out of it. The police procedural stuff, yeah, it was fun or whatever, but it was good to see Ella again, and of course, Carol, he's back. But the parallel being the son wanted to be the father's heir, and the son wasn't up for it, but it was okay. I wasn't totally invested in that aspect. I just wanted more of the celestial stuff. And actually, it's kind of funny because even Linda and Amenadiel, they were talking that, like, after you see the celestial stuff, the human stuff just doesn't seem as important. And then Amenadiel tried to make the case that it still was. But is it really? In the grand scheme of things, is it really? It was really sad to see that Ella didn't feel God. And that's because nobody is in the Silver City right now. It's an empty throne, presumably. Because we thought Hell had an empty throne as well. And somebody with some sexy boots was sitting in it. So I don't know if Lucifer waits, is somebody else going to fill that void? Is Michael just going to like jump on the throne? I don't even know if he could, but I mean, if there's space, there's going to be a power vacuum immediately, you know? And then of course we get Dan in hell, which I hated to see. But I guess he's more in purgatory than hell, which is a step up, kind of. I mean, at least he has some ping pong. And that demon to play with. So anyway, guys, what did you think of this episode of Lucifer? Let me know in the comment box down below. And if you like this reaction, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and hit that little bell in the corner, because it'll tell you when my next video comes out, usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But right now I got 5 videos a week. That's Monday through Friday, with Cobra Kai, Lucifer, Fleabag, Marvel's What If, and Orphan Black. So I am definitely a busy boy, but there's for sure something on my channel that you're going to enjoy. And yeah, if you guys want to support the channel, Venmo and the Patreon is down below. And I appreciate every single one of you guys. Remember, if you're going to go outside, wear a mask, don't be an ass, and I will see you guys all next week with some more Lucifer. Take it easy, guys.
Yeah, dude.